What's up?
Why did you want to make the video exactly? Like, you knew your fans would flood it.
No, I mean,
I think they were all asking.
Okay, I mean, here's the way that I look at it. Like, just for starters, for those who do actually draw literal comparisons between myself and Rusher was a factions YouTuber who already had like an army of people
Rusher
after
tried
him.
to make money off of the server.
Right, that too, and he was going to do whatever he could to bring as many people in to, cripple the server to encourage a money system.
Turn it into a cash.
I always only ever wanted enough to not like just see like the barrage of spamming chat and
Yo,
think,
Fit,
that's
I'm
a
here.
fucking cesspool of shit, like I know that there's always something deeper going on there.
It is so surreal to hear you
Judge a
swear.
book by its cover.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like
guess
you won't see me online like very
didn't
often,
know.
if at all. I mean,
Yeah, you were pretty
maybe if
sneaky.
things cool down, maybe, but
Oh yeah, I saw.
it as far as survival Minecraft goes, it's one of the only. As far as survival Minecraft goes, it's one of the only fun things remaining for me. Because like survival Minecraft in general,
Same.
like anyone who's followed me knows that I haven't done a live video in years. I just don't care about the survival aspect of the game anymore. I still love using the game as an engine for content and breaking it and whatnot. I think that's still really fun. But yeah, like I think like there was a mention on Reddit at some point in like December of 2016. I had heard of the server before, but then
People went kind of
piqued my
crazy
it
and
piqued my
started
curi-
advertising it.
It piqued my curiosity at a certain time, so I said, fuck it. I just decided to check it out. And then, of course, the minute I join, people are like, are you doing a video? Are you recording right now? You're recording right now?
Oh,
So
shit.
it got me
So
Join
why did you
Echo.
hold off releasing the video for so long? Was there a specific reason?
No, okay.
Wait,
Actually,
come
yes. No, there is.
I was about to say there was definitely a reason.
No, there is. There's
No,
a specific reason. There was a lot of negativity in the beginning, but that alone, that's never going to stop me. If I want to make a video on something, I'm going to do it. But B, I didn't really have a good way to go about capturing builds. And back when I joined, if there was a museum, it was like still private and not build protected and all that. And I very recently, if you guys go through my post history, there was a thread that I posted on 2B2T after the first time in a while. Someone tagged me there. And at the exact same time, I don't remember how I figured out about the museum and how it was actually build protected and organized. So I checked that out and I'm like, oh man, this might actually be like the right time, because a lot of people have been saying, the server is kind of in a lull. So I figured, okay, it might be a good time. And I had a good idea for how to structure the script. So I just kind of went for it. And funny enough, that was on April 1st. So nobody believed me when I said that. And I knew that.
I remember hearing people talk about it.
Falls,
no-
I told you so, Falls.
I
Falls,
called
told you so.
bullshit the entire
I
time.
called
Yeah.
Falls
I don't
like I told
blame
you
you.
so.
I don't blame you for it, because like anything I could have said, you'd have been like, oh, well, it's April 1st. That's
Plus,
why I
wasn't
made the
it-
post on April 2nd, because I was like, oh shit, wait a minute.
Oh, nice.
I
Plus,
thought
wasn't it
that
the
you
night
meant to
before?
post on the first.
Plus, wasn't it the night before that I had literally said something like, why don't we just do the 2v2T video? and then you were like, if you got a script idea, you can script it.
Well,
Nobody
anyway,
really needs to
and-
apologize for
Wait,
wanting
is
to
that
play
Michael?
games.
Is that the guy I bed trapped
Guys,
to?
who's the Shadow and Shade
Michael in here
Madness?
too?
Wait,
Yo, that's
Michael.
me.
Michael,
What's up?
Michelle. Yeah, Michael, I bed trapped you today.
Yeah,
Right? I
never
kept killing you. Yo, why when I came up to you,
Michael
I
was
just
talking
stand
about
still?
the bed trapping,
Yeah,
actually.
you fuckers bed trapped me, and I couldn't fucking move.
I wanted to be
You guys,
fine, like,
you guys literally came in and sideswiped my ass so fast I had no idea what
Fuck him
happened,
up.
and then I was literally bed trapped 4 seconds later. It was like,
Michael
like
got fucked.
you
How did you
guys,
get out?
I mean, it was
Yeah,
literally
welcome
like
to
you
Welcome
Osama
to
bin Laden my ass. You guys like,
It was like an
you
autistic
got the
SWAT
job
team.
done in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was the only one there. Everybody showed up after I bed trapped you, so.
I was literally like, I just remember literally being in a call there and literally being like, what the fuck is this? How did
Yeah,
they
I
bed
was
trap me?
on an
Like,
alternate base with them. It wasn't
God.
my base, but it was the base that I was in. And my first thought was, why the fuck is this so close to spawn?
yeah,
Wait,
I
was it
knew
Max
it was
or
gonna
base?
happen. I knew, like, it was obvious.
and then Fit, you came to the fucking base like in the video like 5 minutes after we died.
Shadow
What are
the
the
odds? Shadow it up.
That's why they call us weaponized autism.
Yeah. Just think about how crazy it was. Sato last night at midnight basically put this whole Discord together.
That's
Pretty much.
impressive.
Yeah,
like,
we were all
He
awake
wasn't very
for it.
confident about being able to get the groups together. We had
he
to
was
like, we had to like convince him that it was like totally fine.
No, this is insane organization. Like, when I heard it was only done at midnight last time, I'm like, shit, that's why I didn't hear about this at all. I heard nothing.
We were
Like,
up
I
until
knew
We had
that
nothing.
something
Yeah,
was
we were
going
up all
on.
night. I haven't
yesterday.
slept at all.
Oh, gee.
Yeah,
you guys,
I had
you
4
guys
hours.
slept
We,
it
we've been
I
up.
had 4 hours
I've been up for
sleep.
2 days.
Well, I'm glad I
Shut up,
didn't
bro.
troll you then. I was even thinking for about 5 minutes, I was gonna like delay the video release for only about a minute or two and just say LOL trolled or something and
Oh my
god.
Oh my
then
god.
release it
Late in
properly.
the
A lot of people would have predicted it.
But
Yeah.
Any of you guys name
What?
what's up?
What's that?
Yo,
Hey,
to be any of you guys Lenny Flower?
Wait, is 2v2 spawn
What?
KOS or what?
Yeah.
Pick one.
It's just
I thought the final product for the video was pretty good, actually.
costing spawn.
But what was pretty good for the video?
Oh, that's
I thought it was a good objective analysis of the.
Well, I scripted it the way that I scripted it because I knew like some people. I saw a Reddit comment where like they're like, "Oh, but you talked about Spawn, so you got into the history." It's like, yeah, but if I dove into any one bit of history, like if I talked about even just the Rusher War, like it would have been just this biased point of view. Like a lot of people thought, "Oh, I didn't know anything about the server because of how I frame my video." No, I knew a lot, and that's why I avoided framing it a certain way.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty
I
smart.
decided to sort of think like, okay, what
is
can
written by
a
the victors.
player
Dude, the
maybe
VC
expect?
was crazy when you dropped the video. We had people that haven't played in years in VC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
we were killing
when you
every-
dropped the video, immediately everybody deafened themselves, and they were like,
Yeah.
and a few,
I
only
was
a few
wondering if
people.
there
and
was a big
killed, like,
discussion
1,000
like
people.
that. I was legitimately curious.
I think the second it was dropped, Fit, you sent it in the chat. You sent it in like.
Oh,
the chat
I said Fit's the
on-
one person who got the link early. He got the first comment on the video.
Okay. I didn't realize you would say
Wow,
that. That's funny.
No collusion.
I got it. I posted to
I'm
Reddit.
at the most insane temp map base I've ever seen. What the hell?
I mean, hey,
who's
Fit's the-
Oh shit, guys, I found a base.
Wait, what base?
Nifty found a base, trying to blow it up.
Fit made
I'll
it pretty
try.
clear, like he was gonna be like objective, like fairly objective about it. You know, like if the video sucked, he would have told me. You know, he wasn't pussying out or anything in that regard.
Yeah, overall, I was really well done.
Yeah, I
I
was a
agree, it
little
was a good
scared
video.
too because like I rewrote the third paragraph about 5 times, and as soon as I got that third paragraph in, even you said like I went from paragraph 3 to paragraph 7 in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video was well done. But the only thing, the real issue that came up was like people asking for food in chat. But that was a really big issue.
Can't avoid that.
No, you could have just like turned off your chat. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, you had to blur that out.
Well,
Yeah, he blurred the
What, for
chat.
me?
it proved
I think it was
it's
good though
gone
because it kind of
season.
showed that it would need to be blurred.
Oh, the
Like
thing is, I
just
could have
when
turned off chat,
everybody
but
logged on, we all turned on our spammers and the most offensive things possible.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
time.
I knew that would occur.
And we just
That's
saw
why I warned
we
about
saw
it.
people leaving, and then the queue people were at 100 a queue. It would just go down to 1.
Yeah.
Some people were leaving.
But no, the reason why the chat was blurred is because what you don't see about the footage that I captured is I was actually a little bit frustrated with myself while I was editing because I kept fucking stopping while I was walking to talk with people. I was talking like constantly, and I'm like, there isn't like 10 seconds where I'm walking constantly, and I needed a clip where I was walking and doing something, and it like straight up I had to go through a lot of footage to find parts where I wasn't replying to people or / ignoring people or whatever.
Tell them the story of like 5 minutes before the video was supposed to go up.
What do you mean?
What you caught.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. No, well, it wasn't 5 minutes before the video was supposed to go up, but
Oh, no,
I rendered the video thinking it was all done. I knew I was going to watch it 100 times because my audience is my audience. I do have to like keep things censored. I can warn them that, yeah, if you do this on your own, like expect what you're going to expect, but I'm not going to show certain things on my channel. So I rendered the video, watch it, and the fucking part where I'm walking through Point Dory, yeah, the swastika was not censored.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that blurred.
Right away.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, man.
Like
that would have been horrible.
And it's not that like, I don't think people could handle it. It's just that like I don't want to deal with whatever bullshit YouTube's gonna throw at me. Like, oh, you had that in a video, instant demonetized, your channel's done. It's just a
No,
headache.
I don't think YouTube can detect it though. But then again, someone could have reported it.
They could, literally, if there's content in the video that's no good, and like even people, various players, like I'm not saying any one name specifically, but some player who just knew they could troll by doing that could report it and report the time code, and literally YouTube would just have to see that and be like, oh well, we've been dealing with anti-Semitism bullshit for the past year now. Let's go ahead and demonetize that so they don't get any shit for it.
I guarantee you, there are several autists coming through your video right now looking for that.
Oh no, it's I'm walking through the faces portion of Point Glory. You can see it on the right side of the screen. But like when I was watching the video in full frame rather than in the Vegas preview, when I had it maxed on my desktop, and immediately I'm like, "There's a giant uncensored swastika right there. Let's render this real quick." And I watched it through like 5 more times just to be sure. And yeah, I mean, it worked out. If there are any there, they're so small I couldn't have possibly caught them.
You never know.
There's somebody sitting there going frame by
Like,
frame.
Oink oink with us.
So when are the next 24 videos coming out about it?
What's up?
When are the next 24 videos coming out?
Guys, I'm starting a survival series.
Oh, I got
DC. I'm coming out of retirement of being a survival player and making 2B2T war factions videos.
Oh yeah,
So
do it.
You won't. You fucking won't.
So where's the ant?
Just fucking watch me.
Actually, there is something I'm kind of worried about.
What's up?
And if you get word that like any other YouTuber is going to do a series, do you think you could like advise them not to do it?
Nope.
Freaking.
However, with that
Why
said,
would you say no to another?
is the vet queue, like the free vet queue, actually gone? Because like
it's
been
gone.
Yeah,
That's what removed in, I think it was August, and I was so pissed then because I had to.
Same here.
Jesus. Yeah,
There you
so
go, Ant.
see, that tells you the gap of time when I joined. Like I played a lot. I played a bit in like sort of December of 2016 and then early 2017. Then I was like, there are usually multi-month gaps where I was gone. I would like see the server on my list and I'd get the random mention on Twitter. It wasn't until I found out about the museum on the 1st is when I really took the idea of making the video seriously. And this is one of my longest, like as far as editing effort is concerned, like this video probably took me like 3 or 4 times longer than normal to make, just because most of it went into that first minute and a half, because I knew that first impression was going to mean a lot.
Jumpy Blaze.
And somebody said vote for the golden apple on the oldest server in Minecraft.
Oh my god.
There you go.
So guys, here's episode 20 of traveling through the nether to get to new terrain.
That is very true.
Shit, you would actually probably find a golden apple in like some random fucking chest along the way.
So now
Like,
I'm 170,000 blocks out in the nether. Now I'm gonna dig a 500 block side where there's no digging around and cover it up.
Dumbass nigga Twinkie.
There's a serious idea, breaking 2B.
You're only going 500 blocks? Noob.
You would only be pulling a rusher if you agreed to duel me, but then you paid someone else to walk the account to the duel location.
Yeah, fucking do that.
Wait, that happened?
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never gave that any thought at all. That's so dumb.
That's fucking great.
Dude, that's retarded.
That's hilarious.
How far out was roughly?
No, that's not
how
retarded.
far
It's
out
only
if
like
it's still
12.
making
People
it?
walk my account places.
Only like 40K.
I walked like
Make a
90,000.
Minecraft animation of that duel.
I straight up walked about, I think on my own, I walked about 70,000 blocks in the nether. Like when I was actually playing, like I was playing Lone Wolf for a bit and just, I literally would log in, walk for a while, listen to all the people talking about the fact that I was there and leave. And I did that a few times. And there's a random post from way back in the day on 2B where I left a book somewhere and it was in like the hundreds of thousands of blocks out. Where I just basically threw an autograph book because I liked messing with messing around. It was kind of fun. You know, I'm super glad though that I didn't make the video in like late 2016, early 2017 because the whole Rusher thing still hadn't died down. I felt like this was a good time for it, so I figured what the
Literally
hell.
just died down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect
Real
time.
crazy.
Just got down to it.
Like we were just able to connect with no queue.
I'm so excited to get my
Yeah.
like my anime map art and this happens.
Jumpy, you need to cut yourself from anime.
No, anime's the best, dude.
You have an addiction.
Addicted to it.
Problem jumpy.
Dude, delete this.
By the way, I feel like saying this now, but yeah, Colt, no hard feelings about anything. It was, you know, I know how fucking. Oh yeah, day one I joined 2BTT. I get about 40 Voco messages within like I shit you not. It was that bad. If I go and look actually, I still have my first 2 hours that I was ever on the server recorded. Funny enough, I joined and I'm at half health, half hunger because I guess during an exploit way back in the day, someone logged in as me, so like I was already dead anyways. But I still have all that footage. I don't think I'll ever do anything with it, but I also don't think I'll ever get rid of it.
I would love to see a clip of that, of the Voco.
Maybe I'll throw it up unlisted somewhere, you know, like I won't have the microphone in it, but maybe I'll throw it up somewhere.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe it depends on.
Oh, yeah, dude, no hard feelings, man.
I'll have to look through the chat.
You
and
should
all.
unban me from your Discord.
You should unban me from your Discord too.
People are banned from your Discord.
Just I'll
It's like-
say
it's
I'll
like-
unban you. Just know that my Discord has its own set of rules, and if you're cool with them, then you.
I
won't
was
get-
cool with them. I was banned for no reason.
It's like everybody there, like you're
Truth be told, I
so
spent
much,
hours
someone
having-
go off on them.
I came in about a year ago and I said
I was having a
2v2. Yeah.
even maybe like I'm not gonna deny it. That could have happened. So
On
let me go
almost
ahead- let me
every
go ahead and look
video since the
Oh,
2v1,
exactly.
I've commented make a video on 2B.
I see it all.
I'm dedicated.
The thing is, like, it actually started to really bleed into my Discord. Like, there was a comment every time on my Discord, and like, especially every time I would mention it anywhere, it would be like every fifth message
I'm a
would be
leader.
something 2B2D related.
Me and a
It
bunch of
would
other
get,
people
it
joined
would
our
get to the
Discord
point where
yesterday.
I got business emails about it in my business.
Damn.
And I
Oh
was
yeah.
literally- I was
I
literally
started a
sitting there-
revolution.
I would literally sit there and get like fucking at Michael McChill blah 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 blah, like, hey, so why isn't this video done? And I'm like, don't fucking ask me, ask Ant, get his business email up. Like,
Was there anyone else who's banned that I need to unban? Just say.
Yeah, hermetic.
Cancel set.
Yeah, hermetic lock.
please.
Hermetic. Okay.
How did Herm get banned?
OX22.
I went in and I said 2v2T is the best Minecraft server.
Oh
get
yeah,
banned for saying that too.
literally the reason why one of my rules in my
Oh,
Discord is not to advertise IPs was just because of the sheer amount of 2B2T spam.
Yeah.
That was the only reason that rule was made.
I think
It's funny because we don't even think of it as
I love making
advertising. It totally is.
What's the
I
name
think it
again?
was the
Because I'm
first
in
day.
my Discord ban window.
Hermetic
Sure.
lock. HERM.
Yeah, hermetic lock.
Unban false.
Wait, hermetic
Yeah,
lock.
unban me.
Reason.
I got banned within like 3 minutes of joining, and I was like,
He
well,
said 2B2T.org is the best Minecraft server.
When
and
you
it got
hear my
banned.
name, you'll know who I am.
Oh,
When you hear
yeah.
my name, you will know who
I took
am.
care of those. You guys are good.
Thank you.
Thanks,
I think it was the very first day that the AntVenom Discord server was up. I think we got like 300 messages about 2b2.
Lamar.
Oh yeah. Oh no, no, no. Actually, when I made my Discord, there was a Voco raid that day.
Yeah, we did do
Like,
that.
it was like a major thing that I had to
That's
deal with that
right.
day.
That's
Maybe that's why the bans happened, because it was just like
No, like, I
nonstop. I'm
wasn't
just like, I
banned.
can't do this.
It was like a random thing like 2 days after that.
Oh no, Colt, that
Oh,
was
really?
absolutely me, 100%. So I'm not even gonna deny that
No,
was me.
fuck you,
I'm
Colt.
just like, I can't deal with this. I just can't.
guys, you guys vaccinate with us?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Accents with us.
Is Brewster with us?
Yeah, Brewster is. That's me. Amen.
But yeah, I'm gonna go on record and say that this will be the one and only 2v2d video that I do. This will be the only one.
We
No,
respect your
it's not.
decision.
I'm
We
scripting
respect
the sequel right now. I'm scripting the sequel right now.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
Ant,
happening.
if you get a million views, we do a second one.
Well, the thing is, like, if it got 1 million views, you guys would be fucked anyways. Like at
Yeah,
least for
yeah,
a
that's the thing.
while the video would be viral, you'd already be dealing with a mountain of shit. But no, I don't tend to make, you know, like I don't tend to make part 2s to videos just because they're viral. At least I haven't for a very long
If
time.
we make the sequel, we'll announce it on April 1st next year.
That's one way of doing it.
Just the fuck with
That's how you
everyone.
know it's real.
Yeah, exactly. If we announce it exactly 1 year from now, biggest fucking 2B2.
Announce it at Minecon. I bet they would love that.
Oh my god, that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
release it on
Whatever-
April
whatever
Fool's
the-
Day, but put the same video the same year. Nothing will have changed.
Oh, that would be funny.
Or like I take each paragraph section and just rearrange them so like the 4th paragraph starts first.
Roll the intro 3 times again.
There should be like a 2v2 meetup at Minecon, except probably somebody's gonna bring an AK.
Whatever the fuck. Minecon is.
Someone would bring
Have
it.
my friend. Yo, we're 45 people, but not.
Yeah,
Looks like the
47.
6th incursion isn't even
But we have
necessary.
it's not cancerous right now.
Oh shit, I'm 5 in queue.
But
I'm
hey,
eight.
Venom. So now that you've done your videos, you think you're gonna be a regular 2B player?
It's pretty unlikely, I would say. Like these days, you know, as far as survival Minecraft is concerned, like 2B is one of the really only ways that I enjoy survival. But
It's the only way.
at the same time, it's like I play. Like Michael can even attest to this. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, Michael is a co-editor on my channel. He actually makes some of the videos that go on my channel. Like he'll script them, I'll voice them, and approve his scripts and all that. So like, if you're hearing Michael talk a lot, that's why. But what was I getting at?
Michael's better. Guys, Michael's better than AntVenom confirmed.
Yeah, totally. I just
Michael
keep
is the
saying
real
that.
Antvenom.
Michael is
I mean, he does have the most viewed video on the channel that's been released this year. It was one of his.
I keep hitting I keep getting like the really good viewed videos, and then they just like die. I get like the lowest ones too. There's like no.
He's got the extreme ends of the spectrum, and I've got the ones that kind of skirt in the middle.
I literally have like the lowest viewed video of the year and the most viewed.
Oh yeah,
video
well
of the
no, the
year.
Halloween one came out last year, and that's the lowest one in like forever.
Herm, how's that essay going?
Worst.
I had
How's that
so
essay?
much
Yeah, how's the essay going?
Kill those
What do you mean?
I'll show you typing.
Wait, I just realized.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm gonna
It's
answer the
me
question, but,
hitting W, A, S, and D. I shit you not.
find the hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's someone else. Your mic was on like.
Yeah, no, it's probably someone else.
Your mic's been on then.
Coulson, the Vortex.
Oh yeah, I'm holding my push to talk. Yeah.
What is it?
Vortex Coalition should have a collab video with AntVenom.
Let's do it.
Do you intend to play
Yeah,
2B2T as a
no.
regular player?
Vortex.
I will say
Coalition
that
or Antvenom
one thing I
videos.
want to do soon is, because Taragadude has talked about this, I wouldn't mind at least speaking on the 2B2T podcast. I know that wasn't a thing for a while, but they're like rebooting up their discussion there.
Not anymore. He quit 2B.
Let me in.
No, this was like a couple days ago.
I thought he was kicking everything up.
It would be
Yeah.
better for you to
Sup,
either
fuckers?
post it yourself or maybe talk with someone that is interested.
Oh shit,
It wouldn't be something for my channel. I just know that like people are gonna have
Yeah, post it on the Voco channel.
people are gonna have like
Nebula,
questions and
Nebula,
stuff. So I
Nebula.
figured, you know, if you guys want answers, like I'm actually
Nebula.
cool with doing that,
When you
that
join
sort of thing.
How's it going, AntVenom?
Good work.
Pretty good.
It'd actually be a good hole for
He was
Phil.
interested in making it.
When
That's
you join,
good.
When you join voice and then you realize
Thanks for giving us something to do
Venom, you don't pay
in
for
the form
queue.
of killing everybody.
I don't have any sort of queue anymore. I used to, because I had the old veteran queue because of like apparently I got logged in under some sort of exploit period. Yeah, it was during like like the old bucket exploit or whatever, and I was logged in then. So like because of that, I got grandfathered in, even though I had never been on. I was perks of being a YouTuber, I guess. But
Whatever works,
Where
right?
the fuck are my perks?
The camping rusher just had you in.
oh yeah, if you search up the face of Minecraft Anarchy, now there's both. You know, that's a video because that troll one, like the reason why the titles are the same is because a long time that's what the title is going to be, because someone was really concerned that it was going to be titled "The Oldest Server in Minecraft" with all caps. And I'm like, no, a more serious topic like this is going to get a more unique title.
I like it.
Yeah.
Specifically said the second oldest.
running Minecraft server.
It is.
Thank you.
Doesn't
It is. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know, but thank you.
Yeah, we need to get sniped.
that was
out
something
here.
you guys led me on to. I mean, you know, I would have looked it up if I had planned on saying that. Like, I at least like to verify my facts. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, Minecraft Online is the oldest, and you guys are the second oldest, and you're the oldest anarchy server. Like, it's you know, it's not that hard. If people can't get that amount of detail right, they don't deserve to be making videos in a documentary, like a documentary fashion.
Yeah, Minecraft
What?
Online is such a bad server. People break one fence post and get banned.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ask you something really quick.
Half the people on Tubi are banned for that server.
Oh, guys, I'm coming
Then
to the base. I'm
the next video.
Shit.
The
Guys,
next video,
guys,
guys should
I'm
totally
at the
crash
base,
that
I'm
one
coming.
server. Make 2B2T the oldest.
Oh god. Oh god.
We're the
Don't do
oldest,
that, Ant.
yeah.
Please.
No, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
but-
that's
Yeah, we are.
that's
hilarious.
Can you guys-
the
Oh my
most
God.
broken server in Minecraft.
Does
Yo,
anybody have screen?
that moment when I literally live in a fucking snow biome IRL.
Well, so,
Yeah, I kind of do as well.
it's
Dude, you gotta move to the beach.
At
Yo,
least
Cole,
we're gonna have a blizzard.
At
for the next
least you live in Beanland.
well,
Hey,
Cole, how do you get
hey,
into the base?
AntVenom.
Cole, how do you
I
get into
literally-
Thanks for your,
There's supposed to be
your
blizzards
interest
for
in
the next
server.
at least week.
What's up? Who is saying that?
Yo, how do you get into the base, bro? It's Nebula.
Black Rose Bunny.
Yo, Nebula.
This list is so long, I can't keep track of names who light up. They're like, it
Yeah.
scrolls off my 1440p screen. Like, what the hell?
Isn't that crazy?
Well, there's 52 people in this voice chat.
54 people on this.
That's why we say one at a time. For the love of God, please.
Yeah.
It's actually not too bad for as many people as there are in here. Like,
Yeah, for real.
when I had like
Yeah.
40 people in my own personal
Oh,
one, when
no,
I,
they
when I
just
launched
start
my
screeching.
Discord, it was bad. Like, this is like, actually, Mike will tell you, like, I was like, yeah, I don't want to join that mess. I'm gonna get fucking ear raped or something. and-
that was me
The
before.
worst thing is that beep that happens every like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Jumpy Blaze. It's his
There's a dude.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Blaze.
Wait,
What do you think of Jumpy Blaze? Do you hear that?
I need to friend this guy. I think it's because people are joining and leaving every fucking couple minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, is Portal God mode?
I have it muted, so I don't hear
Yes,
when
it
people
does,
join or
Tyler.
leave. So it's all good on my end.
Oh, by the way,
I have
Dawn
that
Fear,
name.
the base Dawn Fear 12 specifically got in the video because there was a lot of requests for it. Like throughout my entire course of filming that, multiple
What are
people
they?
brought it up.
I would
Yeah,
record.
I went and checked it out.
Dawn 10 personally.
Yeah, I got
Dawn 10
it.
was
Yeah, Dawn-
obviously my favorite.
Dawn 10 is way better than Dawn 12.
Oh yeah, Dawn 10 was where it was at.
Yeah,
I was at
But
both of
still,
them.
I wanted to at least show some respect since it was brought up a lot.
Thank you, AntVenom, for putting the Dawn Fear in your video, man.
Actually,
Yeah.
Tabby has one to do.
Space Jam. Hey,
Yeah, he had a
Dawn
good shot
Fear.
with
Actually,
Dragon at
there's someone
Space
that
Jam.
wants to ask something about why didn't you cover things like the glitchy stuff of like 3 different world generations meshing with each other, or have
Yep.
spawned mansions or things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, what was the comment? I thought there was a question.
Okay, so
No, go for it.
Duxmore wanted to ask you, because his microphone is kind of shit right now.
Yeah, go for it.
That why didn't you cover things like the world generations? We have like 3 now that are clashing with each other near spawn, or like have generated mansions and
Because to me,
ocean
stuff like
temples.
that, it starts to get a little too deep into telling the story of the server. And again, I really want to leave that for the experts, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying that I'm like the end all be all of knowledge. I don't know nearly everything about the server. Like when people would tell me, like for example, I know the wiki is biased, but at the very least, I looked at like the list of sort of eras on the server, and it's like I don't have the fucking slightest clue about the details of those events. So I didn't want to get into them. Even like the one thing,
I mean,
there's
you have
there's
Fit at
two
your
things I
disposal.
kind of wish I had gotten into. One, what was one of them? One was the maps. I wish I had at least shown a clip of them. But the thing is, with the timing that I had, I didn't really have a good. There wasn't like a warp that I could go to that had a good listing of them. But there was another thing that I wanted to show off. The Nether Highways. But then again, with the Nether Highways, that is a story. I mean, it's a story that I looked into a lot, but I still feel like that would have literally been me showing my bias if I talked about it and not anything else. So I decided to leave it out. And if people want to tell their own stories about that, or if people decide to look into it for themselves, then I think that, they'll find that information if that's something that they want to find for themselves. Like, I had people telling me left, right, up, and down who to believe, who not to believe, what information to trust, what information not to trust. And what I realize is like,
Always trust
I'm not
the
gonna fucking trust anyone.
Yep.
Like,
That's the first
all you
lesson
need.
you learn on 2B, man.
Right, it's like,
That's
yeah.
the first lesson you learn.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
that
fucking
is.
trust anyone's information. I'll figure out what I figure out on my own, and if there's anything that's painfully obvious, then yeah, I'll look into it.
Well,
But yeah,
plus
that's-
at
Well,
the
that's
end of
true
the
anywhere.
day-
Bias is inherently present within anyone you talk to.
Because it can be
Yeah,
group
whether or not
edited.
Here in real life.
Because it can be
Right.
group edited, the wiki isn't terrible. It's probably
Oh,
a
it's
close
horrible.
second.
No, sure, you
It's
was
like for
terrible.
general,
on some
like I guess
pages.
maybe as a place for looking up topic points, it might be a good location. But I wouldn't want to take every word of information they say as absolute truth.
No, no, let me
I'm
put
pretty sure the
on
wiki's
the
got a
wiki.
lot of BS on there.
No, they have a whole page just for the owner's base.
It's
Nobody
made
knows
up
that.
primarily of new fags who don't know anything about the server but pretend they do. That's what it
And
is.
that's what my
Trying to
video
know
would have been
something.
if I started talking about story elements.
Yeah,
That's what that video would have been, and it would have been terrible. And I'm like, when the like I'm gonna kid you, I kid you not here. So I was writing the script. It took me about two hours to write the first 3 paragraphs because I wanted to get it right. It took me about 45 minutes to write the next 4. Not even, because once I had the structure of how I was going to tell the story set up versus like what stories do I tell, what stories don't I tell, instead I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to blindly show a shit ton of bases out of respect, but not really get into the story and allow people to look it up for themselves. So for those of you in this room that are familiar with these bases, you'll be glad to see them. But those who aren't, it's like it's like their first look into, at least the better side of the server. And admittedly, if you don't listen to the video that well, I might even be making 2B2T look like a really positive place. But it's like the first minute and a half of that video is like, seriously, if you're not okay with every bad word that you could ever imagine being thrown at you and all sorts of shit, the moment you log in, you're not ready for the server.
The only thing I noticed is that when you put so many of the builds right next to each other, it kind of you lose the perspective that it took 7+ years.
Yeah, I think I feel you there. I was kind of towards the end of editing that. It almost seemed like that shit was everywhere. I think maybe what I should have done was, now that I think about it, I only just thought of this now, if I had edited in the coordinates. Because those coordinates, at least the coordinates according to the museum, because all of those bases were public by that point anyways.
Yeah.
And that was another critical problem back then. If I filmed bases that were pre-existing, that could have been a serious fucking problem for those that were still standing. To my knowledge, nothing like the museum had existed yet.
Now, all the ruins of these bases are craters now.
I think the Dawn 10 still looks semi-decent.
Well, Dawn 10 looks pretty good.
So bad.
Well,
Because the only person who griefed it was
Baba J.
Baba J, yeah. I found that to be absolutely hilarious. After 30 minutes after Colton has dropped the chords, Baba J showed up and just freaking nuked this place.
Yeah, 500,000 blocks out. Yeah, that was
30
dumb.
minutes, 500,000, just boom.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be able to fly under the bedrock.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was a good exploit.
Boko was doing that shit. Wait, what was that?
That meme in the fucking general.
That's Discord fucking up.
Cool.
That's great.
Oh yeah, also Ant, Caveat wanted to thank you for showing Omega City. That's like his baby.
I'm glad.
Where did you get
Also,
the clip?
the list I went off of, again, this is where I know bias can be a serious problem, but I at least checked. I went off of a list Topia gave me, but then I asked around and at least made sure nothing was missing according to what a bunch of other people had to say. So I sort of, ultimately I landed on 39 builds, and this is an interesting fact. I didn't do any sort of forced editing with my timing and whatnot. And all the filming of all 39 bases exactly fit the exact structure of the video.
Nice.
Straight up, the fade out before the outro segment hit, and that's where number 39 slotted in. There was no forced effort at all. I couldn't believe it.
Tyler,
Nice.
Yeah.
do you have string?
That just doesn't happen.
Shoot, I need to get a fishing rod.
I almost guarantee if you had tried to talk to Deloaded about the Dawn Fear, he would have given you a 3-hour essay on the history of that shit. And I'm like, no.
See, that's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean,
no, it would have had references. It would have had even a philosophical foundation on why he does that.
Deloaded would have done that, and I'm just
and,
like,
and I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I'm not gonna be able to come into voice chat and all that on a day-to-day or even week-to-week basis,
that's
like
fine.
you won't see a whole lot of me after at least the first week or so. But at the very least, while it's relevant now, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, for those who put a lot of time into the server, why not at least give them something extra?
Deep
Hey,
Loader
fuck
wrote a
yeah.
draft for
There's,
one of the Donfure cities. It was
Oh, God.
11,000 words long.
There's plenty of other large bases on the server that are still standing that you just could not have shown.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even even I was momentarily ass mad, and then I was like, oh wait, I don't want Chrome Crusher to dumpster my base.
Is Chrome Crusher even still playing?
Yeah, he is. Part of the
Where did you
Radon
find the
Viper
clip of what's it called? Imps Base Destroy.
That was
wasn't
one whoever runs the museum accidentally archived that one instead of the proper one. So I was literally at the point in the edit where I talked about griefing, and I'm like, wait, there's that one build that was griefed. So I went and checked it out real quick, and it slotted really well into
by Jared 20.
like there was a lot of like shit, magical shit that just happened on cue while editing the script.
And all you have to
Michael
do
lost connection and got booted.
for Optopia, all you have to do is send him a picture of your feet. He'll pay your rent for you.
What's up?
Oh God, please.
I wonder how he felt about Fitlantis getting put in the video. I'm sure he really appreciated
No,
that.
the drain probably there too.
Enraged to fit.
Well, yeah, the drain.
I honestly don't
Someone
get
needs to
Optopia.
drag,
Sometimes
Yeah, I
he's
saw him on the
decent,
museum. I was
sometimes
like,
he's
can you
just
pay my
unbearable.
rent? He's retarded.
I mean, I was, I'm gonna say it even now too, and this actually like countering this to prevent bias was tough, but like a year ago I binged on a lot of Fitz videos even back then, like learning, little bits at least from his perspective that I could about the server, and yeah, there's no way that Fitlantis wasn't gonna get at least a moment in the video,
There's kind of
I mean, I'll be honest. Fit, you've done some
thing a
principal
crater
things. You
now?
did a good.
What's up?
You did a really good job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that, like, obviously, no matter what, I'm gonna piss someone off, right? Like, there's no getting around that.
You did a
but
good job.
If I knew that if I was happy with the video, and like, not even that, I was actually like a little bit nervous about getting the script going, because I'm like, oh, what if I can't get it up to the level that I wanted? I had a certain expectation for this. And man, when that script was completed and I got that first minute and a half of footage done, like I even remember telling Michael, it's like, this is I knew it was gonna exceed my expectations. And even Fit saw the script when it was done. I was like live telling him about it, just because he was online. And I mean, that was only last night. He didn't hold it from you if he didn't tell you about it. But anyways, yeah, I was really excited because I'm like, oh, okay, fuck. I at least think most people will appreciate the video.
The only person that's really mad about the whole Ant video thing is Optopia, because Fitlantis for the video. He's probably beating the shit out of his NFT body pillow.
So wait, Optopia is the one who's gonna be. Oh my god! Optopia is gonna be the one who's gonna be mad. He's the one who prepped the. He's the one who gave me 37 of the 39 servers. 39 rather builds to
It's
build.
a very old.
39 does he?
2B2T.
I don't think so.
God.
He's an admin on it.
I'm an admin too. Optopia is just kind of whatever.
Optopia has a bad habit of jerking himself off.
He's not a bad guy. He's just super biased in his history, kind of like Sam.
Yeah.
Well, there's I mean, I can be honest,
yeah.
kind of a running joke.
Actually,
Ask anyone, they'd be biased.
for me to ask the question, do you think it would be worth our time to construct a proper wiki? Because obviously the wiki that we have is currently...
Oh, I can help. I know the history.
Well, the thing is, I think no matter what, there is gonna just be some bias. I mean, that's entirely up to you. You guys. I think unless the video goes viral, which is always an extra circumstance that's possible with any video, really. But say it doesn't. Well, the rush from this isn't gonna last nearly as long as with someone like Rusher, who made a 20+ episode series, whereas mine's gonna be a one-off. And really, back in the day, I wouldn't have gotten even as many views as he did. Now these days, my one video will at least do as well as his did. So maybe whatever. I don't know. Rusher's influence is always like more intense than mine, and I know that.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, and we totally respect your decision to not make a series, but just be aware, if you decided to do it, it would be a license for money.
It would be
Relax. It would be a license to.
I'll be honest, I am kind of looking forward to, the type of talent.
Please
Ant
tell me
is
that's
bringing.
not what you for the love of God.
For
Fucking robots.
Oh, and
the answer.
Black Rose lagging.
And we also
I'm
trust
sorry,
your
my
audience a
internet's
lot
trash.
more
Oh
than
god,
we
there's
trust. We trust your audience
three people
a
talking.
lot more than we trust Russia's audience.
But
So
which sniper is here? right now?
Initially, though, you guys didn't, but with good reason. I was only making the style of content I was making for a couple months, so like most people were still familiar with the survival LP, fucking whatever the hell I was doing back then. Nothing unique.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and I remember on the April Fool's map, we just ran up to you,
Oh yeah,
you
we
ran away and locked up.
kidnapped AntVenom on the map. We got him in our little hole.
Yeah, you had him in his hole.
You
but
mean the
next
hole
day-
that I started?
No, not that one. No,
It was the
one
hole
with
with
big-
all the people in it, and it was
Yeah,
like
the one with
the
the
very
tree.
bottom layer of the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
unit.
No,
That's
when
where people were
when I logged
advertising
in
the museum and
today,
stuff.
it was like early this morning or late last night. I logged in with what was still the April Fool's map, and I was so proud that the hole. Well, I think a hole at 0-0 was inevitable anyways, but like I was determined to dig the first fucking hole there. Like I was on the hole. Like I dug the first hole with my fist because I knew if I at least dug that, it would start something.
How much fucking Reddit karma can you get from digging a hole? Jesus.
You can get a fuck ton of Reddit karma.
just ask the diggers.
Your Herm is the king of Reddit.
Yo, ask the negative X stickers, guys.
I spent like 2 hours on that hole straight up because like I would, I could only dig out so much. I would get like 3 stone picks. I would die. I would unsuccessfully get stone picks like 5 times. Then I'd get, anywhere between, it was either I would get 1 or I would get 4 because that's how the split happened with items.
The legacy of AntVenom. He dug a hole on the April Fool's.
Yeah, I bet the
Right.
video.
And then I saw that dude come in and give you like full diamond armor.
Yeah, that was me.
Wait, who was that again?
We got some screenshots with you.
Okay.
Nordic gave you the diamond, yeah.
Yo, yeah, who was the guy that gave you the diamond gear?
I would.
Wicked one. That
What's
was
the
me.
name?
was the guy that killed you.
Yeah, I was
was
drawn.
one
I
of
mean, I
those
was drawn to the corner base that got destroyed less than a day later.
That whole
500
April Fool's
corner
map
base.
was chaos, dude.
Oh,
We
yeah,
just
by
kept
the way,
going
you-
back
Pause,
and
pause,
forth.
pause,
I was
Negative.
actually
Pause,
hoping
pause,
that's the
pause.
map you guys would have been drawn. The fans would have been drawn to. I didn't know it was already brought back to this map. So when I logged into it, seeing it was almost brand new the moment my video dropped, I'm like,
Yeah, you were
no.
like, oh well.
Yeah, that map was garbage. Everybody was starving to death. We kept
False.
killing
Come back.
people.
We got like a really strong death group.
Oh, yeah, we
on it.
controlled
for a
the whole
while,
thing.
We were the only ones
minute.
with water. Like
Yeah.
we took all.
And then the
of
Masons
water.
took our base over, then we took it back.
We had
and
all
then
the wood, we had all
This
the
is
diamonds.
wait a minute. Hang on. This is weird. Parrotbot in chat just said my first scene was in December of 2016, and yet I had vet queue.
Yeah,
But
Parrotbot.
Parrotbot is trash.
Oh, is it like the first time Parrotbot saw me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there
okay,
you go.
okay. I thought it was drawing off of an internal database or something.
Nah, they're not
Oh,
not that
no.
good. That would be an A-OK backdoor.
That'd be a nice backdoor to see.
We would all
Does
be
anyone
back
actually
if that happened.
And
Yep.
My bad.
one of
Hey,
the
did
things
that.
that kind of like, I don't know, this pisses me off personally, is how there are some Minecraft records in actual record books, like the Guinness Book of World Records.
Mhm.
There's
Wait, say that again.
You
You might cut out, man.
it's just
Fit, come
Minecraft
here, I'm gonna give you
records.
potions. Come here.
Download the Discord client.
Fit,
No.
why'd you run away?
Please use the
I've
client.
seen
I
some of the
think
records that are
what I know
ridiculous,
what
like
he means.
most wood
talking about
collected. Like
That recorded about the longest walk distance overworld, where
The
there's
longest tunnel.
Kurt J-Mac. I think he has it.
he probably actually doesn't though.
What?
That's what he's talking about. I remember he complained about this a long time ago because we all checked out
Oh,
walk
can you bring
distance.
Michael McChill back in here? I think he
Yeah,
gets
bring Michael McChill back in. I've been asking. Bring him back in somewhere.
Like the longest tunnel in Guinness World Record is 100.
Can someone move
Medic.
Emperor, move Michael
Medic.
McChill from.
Yeah.
do 100K.
I think I
I can
checked
do 100K.
Oh,
I
Vin,
checked a
bring
couple
Michael
all
McChill back.
accounts.
Yeah, you
I
have
think
longer
one of them
tunnels
has
in the nether
5
alone.
million blocks walked total, so I'm pretty sure someone has like triple that.
I'll tell you one thing though, I don't think I could craft as many cakes as their boy Fit MC.
God damn it.
pumpkin
Your
pies.
cakes.
Man, that was good wholesome fun. For 8 hours.
Thank you for dragging me back in, by the way.
Lol.
You can never
Poor
leave.
Michael.
By the way, Michael has been low-key playing on the server for like a while now. Like
I'm
even
not
without
good.
my
I'm
without my
not
interest.
good.
But
I'm
Michael-
not good.
Did you get to the normal map?
You mean like had I
The regular 2B map, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Michael,
yeah,
when
I
you,
played
whenever
on
you
it.
want to join the Spawn Masons, just message me and we'll see what we can do.
Hit up
Join the
Join
Fury.
the Don Fury Empire.
oh my
Can I get a
god,
hail brothers in chat?
Hail Don
Praise
Fury.
be to the
So
Don
let
Fury
me
Empire.
ask, because like
Look what you did.
as we've already fucking established, everybody's biased, right? And this is basically like Cancer, the video game. So what's the right one to join?
figuring out what gang to join in jail.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this is
exactly.
what that is.
This is you are
Hey, you can
literally
join.
picking
You can join too
poison.
if they worked well together. Like I'm
Yeah,
in
you
Don
can.
Fury and Voco.
Every group has
If
a
they
code.
play
Join
well together.
Imperium. Join
Is it
Imperium.
kind of like where you like walk by like a crib and you're like in like
That's exactly
blood gear
how it
and
works.
shit, and you just like it's just like pointing at each other and just fucking like, gang wars.
It's more
and
like
shit.
blowing them up.
PK on top.
Screw PK.
Vocal gang.
I just ran into Jack the Ripper.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
Is he still mad at me?
I don't know.
Jack? Probably not.
I wish Kane's Law would have gotten on and joined this shit.
Dude, that would have been fun.
I like Kane's Law.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
nice
man.
guy.
All
He
right,
joined 2
Jack
months
is
before I
joining the
did, so.
channel. AntVenom,
Oh,
Jack
shit.
the Ripper is the creator of Space Valk.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
By the way, if I keep muting my mic and
I
shit, it's
thought
because
Venom's
it's like
was the
storming
creator. Oh no,
here.
that's something with it.
I'm
I'm gonna
actually
head
gotta
out
go
for
in
a
about
few
5
minutes.
minutes. Like I've got to go in 5. Like timing what? Like really, I do got to head out. I may be back later, but I don't know about tonight. Maybe
Alright.
tomorrow or
Chatting to you, though.
something.
Sleep well, my dude.
Have fun.
I mean,
chatting,
not
man.
right this minute, but like in about
Oh.
5 minutes. But I want to chill for as long as I can.
Michael
Yeah.
McShill.
It's actually been a lot more fun coming in here than I expected. No lie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Michael, do you have your own YouTube channel, or are you just AntVenom's offspring?
It's just my username on here. You can just click view profile and get to it.
Okay.
It's just Michael McChill.
Yeah,
But
How does it feel? You've now ingrained yourself in
Oh,
the historically
Jack's
prolific timeline of this server.
That feel when
This
you're
unique
3,000 blocks
server.
out and you still see
Pretty
sign for life. When you're 3,000 blocks out and you still see a sign for life, like even though I'm walking in like a diagonal and I still see the fact that someone has been here. It's just 2 dirt blocks on top of each other, but I know that's.
But you know.
They're fucking
Just
hilarious,
know.
dude.
There is a chance that if you explore the normal map and you go into the Infinite Oceans, you will chance upon a lonely chunk of new gen that has a sign that says, "Go to hell."
Yep, that's happened way too many times.
Well, I mean,
I've seen shit like that before.
That's like everyday shit.
Yeah.
fucking Tristan.
That's like 5 times.
I've literally been walking around like maybe like 20, 30K, and I just see a random vortex sign. I'm like, what the fuck?
Alright, I found a field of horses on the temp map, so I'm gonna chill around here, and if I decide to come back, I'll have something to do.
My favorite
have
thing
fun.
is finding dead bodies with just items on the ground.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I was
Oh, I
on
found
one
enough
on
of
the
those.
highway and I just found a stack
Every
of
fucking
What is
time
that,
I get
man?
onto the
Somewhere
server,
around
my
here.
computer crashes, so I can't be on for more than 5 fucking seconds for whatever
Okay.
reason.
February 11th,
That's a
2017.
high-quality computer.
Yeah, that was
Right.
me. You're one of the person who was being filmed gave me basically like the plethora of maps. That was definite. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, I miss maps.
Did you get the vote?
I miss the old maps. I had a
I
few.
know I got a lot.
I have
of
them
old
archived.
maps.
I saw you had.
Yeah,
They're all gone now.
when I made a
Where-
world download, I got my in it, and all the maps were working.
I would
Yeah,
give
I have the archived map files as well.
Yeah.
I would give
Hey.
my left arm for the Hitler map and the Stalin map.
Hey guys, we
Ooh,
had
yeah,
the
that's a
seed
good
for
one.
this tent
I
map,
want the
right?
fucking naked lady map back.
I
The really
want this,
fancy one?
I really
That
want
one-
this
I
stretched
have that.
asshole
You
back.
need to ask Tuna to make that one
Yeah.
again, and I doubt he will share it again.
Well,
I doubt
and
it.
You had to blur a map in your video, didn't you?
A swastika.
The
Yeah, you
swastika
had to
map,
blur.
yeah. I saw that, and I just sat there laughing.
There's some
Yep.
worse maps than that.
And you know what's funny is like that got past my first render. Like I watched the render in full screen once it was done and saw that it was there, and I had to re-render the video. Like there's no way this is gonna fly. Like I'm gonna get shit for this if I leave something. Like if there's a small one, like really, like 150, 200 blocks away, like made out of blocks, like that's just hiding there. Like that's whatever. But this was blatant. Like you pause the video and it takes up like more than 1% of the screen. So it had to be fixed.
Even with it blurred, I knew instantly what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know,
I saw the
yeah.
red and the black, and I'm like, oh boy.
That's not what blur is for.
At least you didn't walk past any of the porn maps.
There's some
I
illegal
probably
maps, like
did, but like at the same time, I'm gonna know to not record them.
I
you
mean
know?
the lolly map.
the underage hentai.
Right?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
the
get what you're
hentai
getting
child
at,
porn.
but like I'm if I know that that's somewhere, I'm going to avoid that room and probably that build. Or I didn't. The thing is, there may have been some really bad shit in some of those builds, but like to be honest, like I checked out 39 builds in a day and a half. So
Yeah.
I didn't look into them in detail. I like flew around them real fast. I'm like, okay, what's the best angle that I can think of right now? Found the angle, got the shot, moved on. There was only one base where there's like a swastika on top of a really tall, thin tower. And then on like a much bigger black and white building, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fly in between that, so I don't have to see that.
Oh, that was wrong.
Also, I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Yes,
grab a cigarette before I
Rose.
get logged on to the
And
server.
by the way, AntVenom, before you go, I'd just like to extend an invitation to you. You can come back anytime. We need more players like you, and
Yeah.
I like the way that you're interested in the service history.
Unless like Pandasaurus.
We'll have an appreciation for it.
I'm glad there's at least I know that there's some people seeing that before, but now with the video being actually done and out, I'm glad people are seeing it a bit more. I can't promise anything either way, but you guys are definitely a cool bunch of people.
If
So,
I had
and
to
I had
pick
fun
one-
talking.
And what did you use to record, by the way? What
DX story.
Fuck yeah, that's the best.
If
By
I
the
were to
way,
pick-
You fully
guys
redeemed
say-
yourself for me, Ant.
You guys say that there's an invitation, but whenever the queue has 400 fucking people, and you guys can take that back like immediately.
somebody would pay for his priority. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, you could chill even just a little
I
bit
mean-
and buy it forever.
People will pay for it. I occasionally beg on chat, and somebody still pays for my queue every now and again.
All right, though, it is time for me to head out of here.
Dude,
If
see
I'm
you,
gonna
man.
be
See ya.
back,
Okay.
if I'm gonna be back, it'll be after like 11:30 p.m. And if it's not tonight, then probably at some point tomorrow. I have another video I gotta make tomorrow though, because I was 3 videos ahead, which means I was 6 days ahead. That has evaporated at this point. So like I need to build myself back up because I had a couple days where I'm like, I can't do anything or think
I'm
of
also gonna be
anything.
scripting tonight, by the way, dude.
Yeah. I remember the topic you brought up.
Yeah,
But,
2v2T the sequel.
I hope
dude, that's a good
hopefully
topic.
it brings in a stream of players. It's not enough to keep your queues super high, but hopefully the people I know a lot of people have been concerned about who are my fans going to be totally cancer or not. And honestly, like while I suspect they're going to be at least better than Rusher fans, oh my god, I hope they're better than Rusher fans.
No, they're
Not
a
in
little
preparedness,
better.
but in cancer, like raw cancer and chat. But
They've been
at least, I
asking
hope
for,
at
like-
least some informed people come out of
Like,
it.
I killed one of them, and he was like, "Why? I'm friendly." I was like, "Kill yourself, you nigger."
Yeah,
What
I
I
don't think
see
that's
is
quite, that's not quite cancer, but like people who are like, I'm a Rusher fan, give me free stuff. Like if some people are like, I'm an AntVenom fan, give me free stuff. I'd be like,
Does anyone know how to join the
Give me
death?
free shit.
did they not hear the part in the video where I said no one will defend you?
Oh wait, hold on. If one of your fans asks for free stuff, we have the right to Holocaust them, right?
Dude,
You
we're
have the right to
Holocaust
Holocaust all of my fans.
Soundbite. We're breaking Discord.
These robots, dude.
Oh, I'm sure the moment I joined,
Get on
someone started
Drama Alert,
recording. I'm sure the moment I joined, someone started recording, and maybe that got recorded on his own, and now it's going to be like
No,
taken out of
McNeil.
context, and now.
Exactly. It's just a soundbite. You just AntVenom hates his fans.
I'm Killer Keemstar.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Let's
get rock.
like his fans.
No.
This could be a
Guys, this is important. There's some guy named Hermetic Lock here on a horse. Should we kill him?
Oh, let's kill him.
Right away, let's kill him.
Anyways, guys,
Get
what's
out
up?
of here and do your job. Get out. Of here.
Have a good night. Have a good night, guys.
And
Yeah,
Boko
do
on
the outro
top.
and be a family.
Oh, God.
DK on top. Boko
I hope
lag
you all
on.
enjoyed this discussion,
Yeah.
and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for listening in.
Yes, you did it.
God, no.
Server's lagging from so many people talking in.
When he was leaving, Falls would leave my fucking server.
I'm gonna say.
So,
Seems like a
Don't
nice
let
guy.
that dies